Hammer time! Ride on. Ride on. Ride on. Ride on. Ride on. Hammer time. Nice! Nice! Right on.
Ah, I was talking to myself the whole time. Thank you for catching that, Freddy. Dope. Well, if you come back and watch this, skip to the first minute. Franny, you've got the clutch gene, I gotta say. I don't know what I would do without you. That's too funny. You can tell that I am not a very good streamer. But the stream quality should be good today. I changed my internet around.
I'm toast.
There we go. There we go. All right, we're locked in now, baby. Thank you for the luck. Oh, they're cruising. So, I wish I could rehash what I was talking about for the last 15 minutes, but I don't remember, because y'all know I like to ramble. I think I was saying I did race this last year. I was dropped last year on the gravel coming out of the tunnel. It was actually one of the very first races I recorded. No camera or anything. Not gonna panic yet. Ooh, that's good advice. I will remember that. So I think the climb, it starts pretty flat, right? They're cruising! There's Adam. Oh. There's Luke. We got the RTB squad here. Climb is pretty short. I'll have to keep that in mind. Because I usually like to try and save something for the end. So I have to refrain from doing that. I remember somebody saying that they thought this was the easiest of the map stages. Ooh. Looks like a second group's gonna catch. I love racing in old Watopia like this. This was the route that... Well, the Volcano Flat route was the very first route I ever did in Zwift back in 2017. And it's still my favorite to ride through here. I'll sometimes go back and look at the old screenshots of Zwift. It's pretty shocking how far it's come. Let's see if we can snowball through this here. Perfect. Let's see if there's an attack here on the gravel. 1 year ago, this is where I was dropped. Pretty strong push. I think they're using a bit. My legs are tired, babe. Should be okay, though. Oh, I was wondering why nobody got a firework over them when I gave a ride on. It's because they get rid of your socks. So I don't have my level 100 socks on. It's a good spot. Guy in the orange Tron. Very strong. They have been meeting everything. Woo! They are ripping socks away from us. They let us keep the hats, though. I believe the hat that I'm wearing is from the very first Off the MAAP. I think it's 2020. Yeah. It's been fast today. This is also a sneaky hard section. I never really realized how much the little 1% makes it harder to draft. Not stay in the draft, but you have to put in more watts to be where you normally would if you're on the flat. $16 save, 15 watt saving on a sleigh. Hey, you can ask Santa for it. This group is cruising. Second group is way behind. Yeah, Rudolph is always eating up the win. That's a good point. Does his red nose make him more arrow? Maybe that's why Santa put him out front. There's just not a song about it. Alright. Let's try and get some blue. My legs are admittedly quite tired right now. It is a small group. I mean, our power numbers aren't crazy right now, but it's certainly been uncomfortable. I'm hoping things will slow down now. But if it slows down a lot, that just means that people are going to hit Jarvis Island really hard. Jarvis Island's a sneaky hard climb, so... Santa does have to line up some all-season wind tunnel testing. Need to make an arrow suit for the reindeer. I'm sure that's within the elves' repertoire, making arrow suits. The front has been very active with steering, too. I have to imagine that they're holding over 4 watts per kilogram up front. So I'm consistently holding roughly 3.5, and I've been yo-yoing. That's another move. Let's get back up. Strapped? Yeah. Right. Pushing. Dude in the red cap's been pushing since he got to this flat. Draft kind of is more treasure than drops. I mean, anybody that's ridden for a long time knows it, but that bar really puts into perspective. Yeah, I was actually over 10 million when we were doing Adam's event. And then when my game crashed, I lost all my drops from that event. So this is the second time I've been to 10 million. And now that they added the draft indicator, I might just upload or upgrade the Tron. Alright. Arrow we're going to use at the top. Help us group. Yeah, it was really... I was at least able to recover my activity for Exert in Strava. But the traps were all gone. We gotta be up here. I'm feeling it today. Jeez. Wow. That's brutal. Thank you, Franny. I feel like my heart rate tracking is weird right now. I switched it to going through what I think is a trainer. That looks way too level to me. Kind of want to switch that to Bluetooth. See if that changes anything. Let's see if it connects. Otherwise, I'll switch it back. Since apparently it doesn't want to. Alright, well, fine. We'll see if we can do that way. Oh, okay. Yeah, of course. Let's see if it looks different. Dude in the orange. Ooh. There's a little gap though. Not gonna worry. Shows how strong they're going though. Oops. My 5-minute power is admittedly not feeling much. My legs honestly feel awful today. I've tried rock climbing on exert. I've always had trouble with the XSS, the training stress score. So I'd say if you do try it, definitely start the 30-day trial. Because I think that the multi-sport trafficking leaves something to be desired. They're cruising today. Ah. Trying to drop me. Oh. I didn't think I had it to. I thought we were gonna get Luke. I think if I would have pushed a little harder, I maybe could have got it. Thank you all, thank you. You helped motivate me a lot, especially the joke. Let's have your kilo of drift or a kilo of feathers. As a joke, my grandpa used to always tell. Obviously, now with kilos of draft and feathers, that'd been some amazing foresight on his end. All right. All right, Adam beat us Monday, we beat him today. Good week for both of us. Last week too, or 2 weeks ago. It was the same thing. I won in the MAAP, he won in the the Z Racing. Of course, his has score attributed to it. Oh, man. I don't know what happened. I locked in. Let me pull up the power graph. I can show you where. We locked in there at the end. Let's see. Hey, right here. There's when we locked in. So it started off really hot. I don't think everyone was using their power-ups early on, so I think that gave us a little bit of an edge. Forgot to mention that to Adam before the race started. I hope he knew about it. But this is about when that group pulled away from us, those first 3 riders, and I said, no, there's no way. And then we stayed in our pace. It was, what, like 320 watts, around 80 RPM, just like nice and easy grinding, pulling the bike in with me, and we were able to maintain that. I tried to go with the dude that attacked us. I could feel my legs getting pumped and I had to back off. And then we almost got Luke. And we got pretty close to some power PBs too. So yeah, we were like right there for 15 minutes. I mean, that's good. I think we're gonna go into the Flamme Rouge races next week. Actually, maybe starting on the 20th, I have to look. And that's gonna destroy Adam and I. Oh, I lost connection to everything. That's interesting. Did my internet go out? No. Oh. What is going on, folks? Is this where my ride ends? Oh, you know what? I've noticed this with the kicker. Sometimes when you stop, it like goes to sleep. I've noticed that with it. Something to keep an eye on. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that or not. I'm gonna try and ride with Ab. I'm gonna hop into his stream here. Oh, but I appreciate you all watching. That was a really, really nice event. I think we got top 10. And you know what? Anytime you get a top 10, that's a pretty good feel. Especially with how strong the next one was. That was a really strong group. Oh. Oh, that's toast. The auto nap mode, exactly. This is the second time it's happened, to be perfectly honest. Maybe it's like calibrating in that time? I don't know. I really don't know if it's supposed to be like that. I can't imagine it is, right? I really can't. Man. I was worried going into that. My legs were really pumped. Really, really pumped. Come on. Yeah, Adam is talking about the FR series, and I'm just like, I don't want to do this. Cheers, Luke. That was a brutal finish. That was a brutal, brutal finish. Oh, I need to switch bikes. And I can't slow, I can't stop. Oh, I did stop, okay. Let me switch this. I gotta get that Tron bike. Daddy needs his Tron. Oh, that would make sense about the calibration. Okay. What would I do without you guys? Yeah, and so for the Flambeau's racing, Adam and I are gonna get absolutely cooked because we're stuck in the higher category with the Diamond Riders, so we're always gonna be in their pens, and it's gonna be horrible. That was exactly what happened with the Flamme Rouge. Is that 2 months ago now? Like, I had to give up and go for the sprint jersey because I could not stay with those Diamond Riders on the climb. And just the very first race, they just all destroyed me. And I lost GC on the first day. But I'm interested to, I'm dragging. So I'm at Adam and I, we're both on the very bottom of, what is the maroon color in, was it Zwifter Racing? So, yeah, we're at the very bottom of that category, and I got demoted back to Sapphire, but I had to stick in Dragon. Like, you don't get demoted categories. I think you do in Sisu, but not in Flamme Rouge. What's up, MK? I cannot sprint. I never want to sprint again. But yeah, we had second place in Flamme Rouge, so my plan on Saturday is to try and stick with the front as long as possible. And when we get to a sprint segment, I'm going to take it very seriously, because on the off chance that we have to go for the sprint jersey again, we'll be in a good position, because if I would have done that last series, I would have won the green jersey. I think I only lost it by 5 points or something like that. It's gonna be really hard. The Flamme Rouge stuff is just. If I didn't have Adam to motivate me, I wouldn't do it. I would not do it at all. MK, how do you like the leg massager so far? Because I think I might ask the wife for that for Christmas. Because I'm like, with all this racing I'm doing, it might actually make sense. So if it really does help with cover, I think I'm going to do that. Because I get into this habit of, when I'm in a really serious racing block, I'll be really good about my stretching and foam rolling. And the second I go back to normal just sea racing and training, I stop doing all that foam rolling. Well, excuse me. When we did the tour of when we did the Zwift community event, Zwift had, is it Nomad that does the leg compression too? Zwift had this station with 8 or 9 of those leg massagers, and people could filter in and out. It was pretty cool. So you could sit down there and chat with people and get those leg massages after riding 100 miles in Mallorca. And I would, if they, I'm not associated with Zwift at all, but if they do an in-person event again, you guys, you gotta try and do it. It's so much fun. I only foam roll for maybe 10 minutes or so. Not very long at all. So I'll stretch everything out. And I'm usually just foam rolling my IT bands on the side. They get really, really tight. And I find that it helps with my leg pump then the next day too. It doesn't get nearly as pumped. But Zwift has not announced an in-person event this year, so I'm worried they're not going to do it. Last year they announced it over Black Friday week. So maybe they do something in the fall? Last year was in April, so maybe they do something in the fall. Lucas, you're right. The Flamme Rouge Racing does a really good job. I mean, it's hard. You'll definitely be sore every day, but like you said, you're not feeling completely just. You're not injuring yourself. You're not riding to the point where you're hurting yourself. At least I didn't get that impression. I was worried that was going to happen. I mean, you definitely have to make sure you're recovering and fueling correctly. But after doing that, I would very rarely hit over 3.9 watts per kilogram for 20 minutes. And since then, I've been hitting 4.1. And I really do think that's associated with the Flamme Rouge Racing and just how intense that training was. And Lucas, I think you're right. A couple minutes per muscle with the foam rolling, I don't think you want to overdo it. It's one of those things where if you don't like stretching because it's painful, which it kind of is, foam rolling is just so much worse. I just like grit my teeth and just, foam rolling the sore thighs is just nothing I've ever felt before. But when you're done, it feels so good. It feels so good. Almost to good day. What a day. Oh yeah, the foam rolling after a weightlifting session. Oh. Sorry, Adam asked me something. I didn't want to leave him hanging. I already made him repeat it, so. Oh, I guess I do have this badge as well. Alright. I'm gonna cruise for another 10 minutes or so, I think. And then call it a day. That honestly helped my legs feel better. Every once in a while, I don't know what it is. I find that if I do a lot of riding and I'm just like really sore, and then I have a few days where I take it easy, I'll still be sore, and it won't be until I do a really hard effort where the legs actually feel better. Loosen everything up. That could also just be a lack of recovery. But I want to check out the FRR stuff. I don't know if I can share that with you all. Let's see. Cheers, Lucas. Thank you. Thank you. That was a really good effort today. I'm pretty darn surprised with how that went. I did not think it was gonna shake out like that. Oh, you know what? I don't have my keyboard by me, so I can do that. Never mind. That reminds me, I think I can actually upgrade. I think I can actually get the specialized bike now if I wanted. Oh, we got the New Jersey. That's a pretty nice jersey. I'm gonna stick with the old Innsbruck. I really like this jersey a lot. This was the first, actually the first series that I did that I really, really enjoyed. Let's see if I can find it. It was this Tour of London jersey. It was the very first race I ever did. I think it was 2019? And it was a stage race. It was 3 days in a row. And I used to ride on an on-wheel trainer. I think it was Saris. Saris had partnered with, oh, this is it. Saris partnered with Tour de France. It's a pretty boring jersey, actually. So the trainer was like a Tour de France trainer. It was pretty cool. It was all yellow. Unless this is it. This, I think it's the Prudential Ride London. I don't know. It's one of these London jerseys. It was from 2019. It was the first race event I ever did. And yeah, my trainer was over-reporting big time because it was a wheel-on trainer. They all did that. You get some wheel slippage, and it just was not accurate. That's why you can't use them in racing anymore. And for the longest time, I could not get back to that power that I was outputting. And it made me so angry. I remember thinking to myself, oh, this stupid trainer is over-reporting. I'm never going to be able to get back to where I was. And we've surpassed that a long time ago. Alright. So can I actually unlock this now? Very specialized. So I could theoretically unlock the Project 74 now. The problem is, I believe the Tron bike, it still takes a few million drops to actually upgrade it. So if I unlock the Project 74, I won't be able to upgrade the Tron. And then my thought process is, I probably wouldn't be able to upgrade this bike either, because I'm pretty sure it takes 2 million plus drops to upgrade this stupid thing too. So my plan is to just ride the Tron and unlock that, and then when we're done with that, unlock the Specialized. I think that's the best way to go. But it's really tempting to go out and get the Specialized bike, because now I can actually get it. Even though we could get it last week and then the game crashed. Let's join a pace partner. Get some drops for the last few minutes here. Tempest Fugit. What a day. I'm tempted to do a video on pace partners and seeing what the most efficient way is for getting drops. Franny, is that why you've been... Because I saw that you've been riding with the pace partner a lot. Is that because you're working on the Tron upgrades? And isn't each Tron upgrade, Franny, a few million drops? It's gotta be. I'm almost positive it is.
Right on.
My biggest gripe against the Tron was always that it just took forever. Well, A, it took forever to get. And then B, once you got it, you would never see the draft animation of them getting up and out of the drops. But now it doesn't matter because you have the draft indicator. So I'm more willing to actually get the Tron now. 24 million, Franny? Man. That's a lot of drops. That is a lot of drops. You could probably buy everything in the garage right now. I'm really hoping that they will expand the leveling soon. Although, now that I think about it, the expansions of levels isn't going to change what you can buy for drops. So, I guess it doesn't really matter. I was going to say saving drops for that, but that wouldn't make sense. Oh, what a long one. I'm glad that the stream has also been better today, too. That was getting really annoying there. That was 3 or 4 streams in a row. Everything just fell apart. And then I would try and fix things on stream. Between 100k and 200k every day. It's a lot of riding, Franny. Luke, yeah. With the Halo bike, you must be riding forever to be able to unlock a lot, it seems like. The drops used to be much easier to acquire. And then, I don't remember when it was, but Zwift definitely changed the way that drops worked. I believe it was in the pace partner they changed.
Right on.
Is either the rate or I know it used to be where you would hit ×2 and then it would refresh. That used to happen. I think it used to get to 2.5 and then it would reset and you'd have to work back up. I don't know about. I'm pretty sure that the rate in which you acquire drops also decreased significantly. And the pace partner is nice because if you're riding at the same time every day, you do ride with the same people. So it's essentially a social group ride without having to be organized, which is really cool. And you get to do new routes all the time. I used to do a lot of social rides. I used to join Ascender rides all the time. I used to join BMTR. I used to join their rides a lot. Heard used to do a lot of their rides, and I don't really do those social rides anymore. I did one, I think it was 2 weeks ago. It was on a Monday. It was the prime time day that I couldn't join, so I had a dentist appointment. And I did a social, it was a chase race. I don't remember who was putting it on. There was a bunch of riders in Japan. So I was riding in the evening my time, probably around 6 p.m. or so. And it was really fun. I basically just went on. We were being chased. We were not the chasers. So I just went on the front and paced the group. And the way that they did it was each group had what would you call it? I guess a leader. They had the little waypoint above them. And they were Cat D riders. I don't think someone's chatting with me. And so, instead of you just trying to catch everybody, you had to work with your group to move up your Cat D rider. It was really cool. I had a lot of fun. Okay, they were not talking to me in the chat. By the way, there's a different Steven. This actually happens a lot. Yeah, I'll say hi to Steven too. But I think maybe that's something Adam and I can do a little bit more. The problem is whenever we're not racing, we're always training, so it's hard to do social rides.
Right on.
I guess Steven doesn't want to say hi back to me, that's sad. Usually fellow Stevens have each other back, but I don't know, this Steven in this group doesn't want to say hello.
Right on. Right
How
on.
many calories did I burn? Oh, I hit a 20-minute PB today. I don't think you can see it because my icon's in the way, but let me show you. Can I move this while this is happening? Yes, I can. So yeah, we hit 3:07 for 20 minutes. I felt like this was a fast pack today. That makes sense. I didn't know if my legs were deceiving me or not. They apparently weren't. It was just uncomfortable that whole time. You're at 679. A little bit more spinning and then we'll be done. I'll have to adjust where I'm appearing on screen because I don't think you can see the gearing either. Not sure if that matters to y'all or not, to be perfectly honest. .8 watt per kilogram. Yeah, I'm just letting the legs go. My legs are tired. I tried doing an exert workout. So basically, my last week or two of racing was we did. Which event was it? We did Z racing, and then I did a couple of high intensity workouts, and then we did the 80-mile thing where my game crashed and I had an existential crisis. That was fun. And then I took one day off after the 80 miles, and then I did a 2-hour exert workout, which was brutal. And then I tried to keep doing more exert workouts that week, and my legs were giving out. And that's why I was really worried about today. But luckily things ended up being okay. But I think that is good for me today. I appreciate y'all tuning in and watching. We got... Like Adam said, we have a lot of racing coming up next week. It's going to be Flamme Rouge, and for those of you that saw our Flamme Rouge races last time around, basically ride until you can't anymore. And we're going to be with the high category, so just think advanced races, but an hour and a half. So it's going to be hard, but we're going to get really strong. So keep an eye out for that. As always, stay strong, baby. And I will see you Saturday. Cheers, baby. Woo!